Yukon, Dawson City's business community says delays renewing placer mining licenses will hurt the local economy. The Klondike Visitors Association and the Dawson City Chamber of Commerce say the industry contributes nearly half the town's commercial revenue. Both groups say if miners cannot work because of expired licenses, everyone suffers. Chris McIntyre has more.
Placer Mining supports this helicopter service, and both the town's grocery stores, the hardware store, and this hotel. I think you get the idea. Placer mining plays a big part in Dawson's local economy. Justine Hobbs is the interim executive director for the Dawson City Chamber of Commerce. She also holds a seat on the town's municipal council. She says if placer miners are unable to work because of expired license, they're not going to be able to reinvest into the community. That's why Hobbs says the Dawson Chamber of Commerce stands with the Klondike Placer Miners Association on its recommendations to the government.
Which was a temporary extension of existing water licenses, because we want to prevent that economic disruption. And we also want to make sure that the environmental assessments are done thoroughly and they're well conducted. So a temporary extension would allow for that. Yes, it's the miners are being affected by this delay, but rather all these other businesses are going to be affected if the placer miners aren't able to operate.
Ricky Mawaganditse is the executive director of the Klondike Visitors Association. He says Dawson's a mining town, and the allure of the gold rush brings tourists from all over the world. Mawaganditse says with little information being shared by the government on this issue, he's unsure how this summer's going to look.
When we have situations like this that have the potential to have dire implications, not only for a single sector, but a sector that contributes over 50% to the Dawson economy, I think there is value in transparency. Without that, the assumption is that not enough is being done to resolve this issue.
I spoke to a few placer miners who are in different stages of the license renewal process. They say that a good chunk of their short mining season is already over. Although they're frustrated, they all have one thing in common: hope. Hope that the territorial government can come up with a plan, and soon, to get them back to work before their mining season is over. Chris McIntyre, CBC News, Dawson City.